storm can't break us down. In the shadow of the mountain, our voices make the sound. Wake up and listen to our song. Though the cold cuts deep, we carry on. Even though we have been wrong, we are standing and working all as one, Appalachian strong.
All right, guys, introduce yourself.
My name's John.
John, and where are you from, John?
I'm from Rose Hill, Virginia.
Rose Hill, and you build sheds and tiny homes already?
That's our business. That's what we do for income, yes.
And what's the name of the business?
Yoder's Custom Cottages.
Yoder's, and you're located, what's your address be there?
My address?
Yeah.
At the office, 390 Stardust Drive in Rose Hill.
Rose Hill, okay. Yeah, I know Rose Hill, yeah. James, what do you think about these guys bringing these tiny homes?
Oh, I think they're great. That's why I was complimenting them as soon as I saw the tiny homes. I said, now that's what they're meant to be, not some temporary something.
Yeah, you like the roofs, the way the roofs
I like the way the roofs are done and everything. I've not got to see the rest of it yet, but I will shortly.
Yeah, I looked inside of them. They look good. So how long does it typically take to build one of those homes for you guys?
Well, it all depends on how many people work on it.
Yeah.
What did it take for 3 or 4 guys? How long does it take?
It would take 3 guys from start to finish in one day, inside of one day.
One day.
But we got them staggered different buildings. We got 2 people building them, then they go out and someone else paints them, comes in and puts the roof on the same time someone else is starting the next building.
Okay, so it's kind of a assembly line. Now, is this the first 3 you built, or have you built more before this?
No, we've built thousands of these probably.
But I mean for the donation like this.
This is the first ones we've built for donation.
Donations. And what led y'all to come donate to do this?
I've been looking for an opportunity to help down here because I heard about the disaster in the area. So my friend Alfred here was down here with his family donating some time helping out. And I made a connection and we talked it out enough so we could build them at our shop at home and bring it down here.
So
the drivers have donated their time and equipment to bring them down here with us.
do they work with you all on other projects?
There are drivers on the business.
Okay.
They transport all of our sheds, yes.
So they donated their time too to come?
Yes, yeah, we're not
Today,
paying them. We're not paying them to come down here.
So how many miles was it that you come? Do you remember? Mileage? Because that's a pretty good ways, I know.
3-hour drive.
3 hours? You got here in 3 hours? Really?
Well, how
I
long
think
did
it
you take to drive
was.
to Rose Hill?
We weren't keeping track, really.
Yeah, I think it's more than 3 hours.
Okay.
But you probably had fun fellowshipping on the way down here talking.
I think it's 3.5, 4 hours actually from where we're at. Now Asheville's about 3 hours.
Okay, well that's not bad. So the tiny. So you'd heard from your friend about him coming and about trying to help, and you just felt led by God probably.
Everything's donated, completely donated.
Donated, yeah.
From our church people help with buying the material and stuff.
Yes. And you're all Amish, is that right?
We are, yes.
Amish. So you're a lot of Amish build. That's one of y'all's big trades, of building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of furniture, tiny homes and stuff like this. So you've been doing. How long y'all been building homes, these sheds and stuff?
I've had my own shop since 2014.
2014. Yeah. Well,
He does the sales and the book work with it.
okay. Yeah. Do you do anything as far as advertising online, or how does people know about your sheds?
We have a small web presence. My dealers have websites, but we don't advertise really
Okay, so you
online.
build these and send them out to dealers.
Yeah.
To sell them.
We pay commissions to dealers to sell them.
Okay, so they'll be sitting on different lots in different places all
Yes.
over. Yeah. So what kind of towns would they find your sheds at if somebody wanted to buy one?
We have a sales lot in Duffield, Virginia, and we have one in Middlesboro, Kentucky, and Bean Station, Tennessee. Those would be our biggest places right now.
And they go by different names of the lots?
They have their own names.
Their own names.
Yeah, Henry's Produce is in Duffield. Then STS Sheds is in Bean Station and Middlesboro.
So if somebody wanted to buy one, they would go directly to them instead of coming to you all, since you're.
They can come to us if they want to, but we just don't advertise really.
because yeah, you don't do a lot of marketing. And you let the other people sell them.
Let
for
the
you.
distributors do that.
Yeah.
No, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I see that a lot with the Amish. They'll have other people maybe even advertise online sometimes to
That's
market their
common.
Yeah.
products, whatever they're selling. Well, we're going to film them getting this piece of equipment off here and see what it's like moving these sheds.
Okay.
That's going to be
Oh, this is
interesting.
the easy way.
The easy way. That's what you need. You one of them things.
A
James.
mule? I wish I had a mule.
So maybe somebody will donate you one of them.
I
things.
wouldn't have that much use for it. Not regularly
Maybe
justified.
temporarily, because
To borrow, yes.
we have this section here that we've not even shown yet.
Right.
We've made 2 videos so far of the other location, but I didn't even know this one was up here.
Yeah, the dirt just throws it. I mean, it's super hot and clear.
They have some problems with this, I think they call this a mule. That's what will move the tiny homes up the hill and place them. But the cold weather has caused the tracks to freeze on here, so they're struggling getting that out.
Go get your mule. Pretty cool.
Chef, I think you come up here just to see this.
Yeah, this is very exciting. I like to see things that get done a little easier and a little faster than like yesterday when we went for a little slide down the mountain. The hand of the Lord on my rear end holding the trailer.
I got that on footage. You know, you're on the video.
I'd love to see it.
It's on there.
I haven't watched
It's
it
coming
yet.
out in the morning.
All right. Make sure you send me the link.
What's remote control?
In front of him. It's got like a little box.
That's all right.
You want to set them on the pad?
We can set them on the pad.
Well, this is where.
If we begged them, we could actually set
These two on the pad.
on this hill here, it's really difficult, especially with the ground frozen and cold. It's a little difficult.
This is all James's dream, and I'm just the one making it happen.
Well, you quit your job though to do this, right? That's what I was wanting to tell people. Let me just tell them who you are, because they see you in the video. This is Adam. This is James's son-in-law, and you live here on the property too. And so when James started this operation, you kind of quit your job and just started helping, volunteering, right?
I was working for the city.
For the city.
Yeah.
Do you get paid for this?
This? No.
No pay.
No.
Just volunteer. You quit your job.
I volunteer my time and what I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the good Lord above wants me to have something, He'll send it my way.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you. And I know everybody in North Carolina and throughout the United States appreciates people like you that quit your job to help volunteer and work full time. How many hours a day you work? About 12?
I lost count.
I know you work day and night.
Yep.
There's a lot of emergencies, like people run out of propane.
I make sure they got it when they need it.
Yeah, and generators go down.
I want to give a lot of the credit to all the donators, all the volunteers that do as much work as I do and go above and beyond.
And some of them volunteers come from a long ways to volunteer, don't they?
Yeah, but I want to give special credit to all of our donators that actually get out there and work as much as I do to help out. I mean, they could have just said no, but they didn't. They see what I see, they see what we do, and I want to give them special credit for all the donations they've sent us and all the help they've sent us. The volunteers for all the work they have come up here done with putting hands on.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
Yes, and it's not easy work, is it?
It is not.
It's not like you're going on a retreat or something, is it?
No. This is no Ponderosa for me to just take. I don't take. I'll give you the shirt off my back. If another man needs it, I'll give you the shirt off my back. As long as you're willing to work towards moving back into your life where you were before, I'll give you a shirt off my back.
Yes. Amen.
Do it.
How many phone calls a day do you get, James?
It slowed down about 350, 400.
A day?
Yeah. Messages and phone calls.
So we just come up the hill here, guys. We were just down there. And so we've got another little section up here.
No, we have a big section up here.
Yeah. So you're going to put more?
This is for the tiny homes. This is going to be the little tiny home village.
So even those little ones that got delivered today might get moved up here?
No, that's going to be RVs down there. This is going to be tiny homes.
Okay. RVs down there, tiny homes here.
Yep. And then it'll be full. I can find more property.
So you don't plan on stopping at no point?
Not as long as people need.
Yeah. So how many people right now is reaching out and needing a place to stay?
We already have over 100, but I probably got 20 that stretched out yesterday and today.
Yeah. Do you have a list of people? And
I do. Keep a running list.
how do you determine who actually gets a place?
If I have a place, then nobody's turned away. I try to prioritize, if somebody's got small children and if they're living in a hotel versus living in a tent or the car, you just have to prioritize the different situations. If their hotel voucher's running out, then they're going to be living in a tent or a car. If they're already in a tent or car, then we get them out of it.
Well, this gives us a good example of one of the things I've been talking about is how North Carolina has so many mountains. It's just hard to find any land that you can put anything on.
This is true. There's nothing, you have to make buildable spots.
Are they even in the lower sections, even like any level land that's for sale, like a couple acres is just pretty level? Is that hard to come by, I guess?
The only piece I found they wanted $4 million for, and it was 52 acres.
It was level.
That was it was leveler than this is.
Okay.
And they wanted $4 million.
$4 million for 52 acres.
Yep.
Wow.
And if I'd have had it, I'd have bought it, and it would have been full of tiny homes.
Yeah. So really, you're 3 months into, a little over 3 months into this, I guess.
Almost 4.
Almost 4 now?
Almost 4.
Okay, yeah. Time gets by
Oh, I
fast.
know. Yeah, I know. I've had half a day off since day 3.
Yeah.
I took half a day Christmas Day.
Yeah. Wow. So how many homes do you think you're going to get up here?
I'd say about 30,
30. Okay.
roughly.
And people
Because now they have to put them, they've got some more of their guidelines now where they got to be 10 foot apart and all that, which is good because it'll make it look better and more permanent setup and everything
So
else.
the state has guidelines. I was looking at that this morning in your car. They had several pages of guidelines for those tiny homes.
Right. The building specs and all that, and to put them so far apart. And everyone's got to have a fire extinguisher and a carbon monoxide tester and all that good stuff. Just the same things we do with the RVs, basically.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I'd love to find more property that is this flat or flatter, because I could definitely put it to use.
Now what are you going to do about water and sewer up here on this part?
This water is, this one up here is actually getting well drilled.
Okay.
So water's done took care of here. Septic, the state said for us to set it up one way, but the county's telling us to set up something different, so I guess we'll just have to let them battle that out.
Yeah. You want to put in a regular fill line system?
I wanted to put in a regular fill line because all the water's going to be for the kitchen and the bathroom. It's not going to be for the tiny homes themselves because they don't have any plumbing. But they keep acting like it has to be a temporary something. And to me, 18 months or so wasn't long. It's not temporary.
Yeah.
Can you see the last one coming in?
There's the last one coming in.
For today. And these are, what is it, direct from the Amish in Virginia.
Yep.
Yoder custom cabins.
Something like that.
Yep, Yoder custom cabins. I couldn't say that 3 times fast. That's a great group of guys.
So Adam wants to be up on the top of the
And
hill
that's
here.
our first 3 that they've donated. That's the first 3 that this outfit has donated to anywhere.
Yeah, right.
That makes you feel special.
I notice you use your vehicle here as your office pretty much.
That's it. I pretty much live out of it.
How many acres do y'all have here?
140.
140 acres.
And I wish more of it was usable like this, but it's
This is just typical Western North Carolina land, ain't it? Western North Carolina.
Yep, nothing flat and lots of woods.
Get closer to the coast, you got more flat land, but
But you got more water and swamps too.
okay.
My window will go down back here.
Oh, it's unlocked. Yep, there we go.
So this looks like it's not as steep a road as we just came up.
It's not. But the equipment's going to come in, and that's where I was talking about, like that reforester that we were looking at that the power company had up the road.
Uh-huh.
That's what turns that back into pasture. Anything from that size down will be ground into mulch.
So if somebody had one of those that could come and do a little bit of work, you could use volunteer to do that, couldn't you?
I could definitely, to clean up, to widen this a little bit if nothing else, because I could actually get some sites right along the side for tiny homes even.
Okay, yeah. So anybody watching that's got excavating work, they can just text you. That's the best way to get a hold of you.
It is, and then I'll return the calls. Other than that, it seems like phone tag.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm it, you're it.
So you got another road going up right here.
That just goes up to the ridge line. There's nothing going to be used up there because there's nothing up there but the ridge line.
So you think you're going to get about 30 RVs down here? And
They'd probably be, how many at them? 15 RVs, 20 maybe down here?
Yeah.
Because the county's even saying, space them decent like they would be if they're in an RV park, because They say we're getting out of the emergency situation, so I can work with them a little bit on that.
What do you mean they say we're getting out of the emergency?
Like where I had to jam them up in the first park where they're 5
now
foot
they want
apart.
you-
Now they can be spaced out some to where it's more spaced out, less crowded. And that's what that gentleman right there is for, with the machine and the culverts and the dump truck.
Is he putting in new roads or just improving some that you already got with those culverts?
Improving. Like some of them had little short culverts that you drive off the end of. Now they'll have culverts that you can drive across. Yes, Mr. Cruz.
I broke the main pin in that track hoe.
Why did you do that?
I put them on the trees.
Them construction guys, do you believe that? You're on World News.
Oh, am I?
You're on the World Wide Web.
That's fine.
He's improving this place, I know that. If he quit tearing up equipment, he's improving. He goes from breaking power lines to tearing up equipment.
You think he does that on purpose so he can go home early?
No, he just has my kind of luck. We see how much bad we have going against us to try to overcome. Bad parts will win.
All right, guys, that's quite the adventure there, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Come over here beside of him there a minute. It's a little hilly here, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like this in Virginia, too?
Yeah, probably.
So you're kind of used to dealing with the hills.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the name of your company?
I'm STS Sheds,
Yep.
and we got a lot in Middlesboro and one in Bean Station. We also got a website, stsheds.com.
So you sell sheds too, then? Okay.
Yep, sell and deliver them.
And you have a business yourself? or
Yeah,
you work
my name is Wes Hall, and I own LAH Transportation. Yep,
Okay.
and I haul strictly for John Mark Yoder at Yoder's Custom Cottages.
Okay, so
Yep.
they build quite a few
Oh, yeah.
sheds, I
Yes.
guess. Then,
Yep.
Oh,
if,
yeah.
if you're hauling exclusively for them, so
Yeah.
they decided to build them, and
Yeah,
y'all decided to deliver them. For,
yeah, it worked
Fine.
out. Worked out.
Yes,
so.
sir.
Well, God bless you guys, and you all have a safe trip getting back home. Okay.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Bye bye. All right, James, tell us your horses' names here.
This is right here is Dale. It belongs to a friend of mine, Claudine, and she boards him here. Of course, he was born here. And this is our old man. This is Lucky Charm. He's our old 30, 31-year-old horse that's just like a big pet mascot now. Hey, Savannah. Come here and say hi to the camera, Savannah. What are you doing, baby? Savannah.
Is this her piglets here?
No, they came, they're a different breed actually, but they came as babies and she kind of adopted them.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, that's two breeding pairs of the American guinea pigs, and that's their adopted mother.
Did she nurse them?
No,
Those
there's
are
our
weaned when they
wing.
come?
Hey, Savannah. Savannah. Right here. Hi, baby. Talk
What
to
do you
me.
have her for? Do you use her to breed?
She's a pet.
Just a pet?
Yep, she's a pet. Those are the two breeding pairs.
Okay. So this is a different section right here. We was up here the other night, and this is another hill. So you've kind of got three havens on the hill, I guess.
Well, this is just that's to be taken up. That's to be taken up on the hill. That was for volunteers, so that'll stay here.
So this is one that you was talking about that you bought yourself. for
This
volunteers.
one,
That
yeah,
wasn't
this one came
donated,
from
you bought that.
Pennsylvania.
And tell them how much it cost just to deliver it.
I think it was $1,800 or $2,400, something like that, just for delivery.
Wasn't cheap, was it?
No, it wasn't cheap. It has a lot of miles. Then we got donated, ready for a family to move in once we can get it up on the hill.
This one here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Donated, ready to move up on the hill. Donated, ready to move up on the hill. So that
just-
will free my one pasture back up.
So you're, looks like you need quite a bit of volunteers that can maybe come stay maybe a week or longer. I
Oh,
guess.
definitely. If they can stay for a week or longer, it's a blessing. Volunteers are great anytime, but when they're confined to like a day, you know yourself, there's only so much you can get done in a day.
It's hard to show them what to do in a day.
It's hard
too.
it's hard for me to slow down enough to show them what to do in 3 days.
Right. But after a few days, they kind of pick up what
They
to do.
kind of pick up and see what needs to be done.
And they
then
don't
there's
have to be
people up
told
there.
so much.
And then there are people up there that can guide them along too.
Yeah. So you need
To show
carpenters, I guess. Some skilled people.
Carpenters, plumbers, RV technicians to repair a lot of these donated RVs that has just little, because I know nothing about them. I've never spent a night in one. People say this is wrong with my RV, and I say I can't help you. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
We'll go grab their bread down at the house.
Oh, okay.
So that's your son-in-law there.
That's the main backbone here.
Yeah, he takes care of this side of the property, I guess.
He takes care of the park and up there too.
Yeah, so he lives right down below you here.
He does.
You live here. This is your driveway coming in, and here's some more porta-johns. I didn't see them the other night.
Yep.
So those are a little cold at this time of the year, but I guess that's better than
Better
having nothing.
than the woods.
Better than the woods. Okay.
And she calls me, and then I call back and get voicemail.
Let's show them some of your where you keep some of your other stuff down here. So there's Adam's house right there. So I see you keep propane that's stored down there.
Right. That's for the ones that's going down here, so we don't have to haul it twice.
Okay. So how long's it been how long's it been married to your daughter?
10 years.
10 years. Okay. Is he a pretty good son-in-law?
He's still breathing?
He's still breathing. Okay.
No, he's a good one. He sticks by me.
So are these your horses down
They
here
are.
too? So you got quite a few horses here on the property.
We got 6. Well, 3 of them are boarders and 3 of them are ours.
Okay, boarders.
And then they kind of intermingled and made more.
Okay.
It was just one boarder and our 2, and then they kind of intermingled and made more.
That can happen.
Because we got the daddy and they were boarding the mama.
So this is where you got more travelers here.
This one's to go back there.
And you got some, what do you call these? Some people call them connexes, or what do they call these things?
Shipping containers, connexes.
This is what we showed in the first video that we made, that they were unloading and putting all that in those
Right.
connexes there. Yeah. More gravel right there. So Weeping Cherry Drive is where you're at.
Turned into a private project.
When you first started the first couple of trailers here, did you know did you imagine that day?
No, I thought there would be like Billy that was up there.
That was the first person. That's why his RV's right there behind my house. And then there was one right there in that field behind for a lady, and I thought, that'll be it. And then the church group put it out, and the different organizations put it out, and the hill became the Haven on the Hill off of it.
Yeah. Where did that name come from?
I just thought it up one day. They was asking me what to name it. They said it's got to have a name. And somebody went by and said something about that. It was their safe haven, and it stuck. So, well, Haven on the Hill.
It was a little bit easier back when the weather was more reasonable temperature.
Oh, I know. It was a whole lot easier. Weather was cooperating. Well, the weather's still not fighting too bad. It's these dang temperatures.
Do you get much snow in the winter here that makes this road hard to get up, or is it?
Not really. I mean, we might get 2 or 3 good snows, but nothing like major that's going to shut everything down for weeks.
So here it is, Haven on the Hill. We're coming up on it. What are you like, an eighth of a mile, 1/8 of a mile, or a quarter of a mile up the road?
Yeah, about a quarter. Yeah, it's about a quarter of a mile. And then they can look to the left and see where it begins.
So you're gonna put another exit out right here?
It's right above where he's at. Yeah, I'm gonna put another, make a loop. Pull on up a little bit more. We'll just roll it right off right there in the ditch and
Go above these trees.
Yep.
Better get out and film that. Might be interesting seeing that roll in the ditch. You never know.
It'll be already placed, won't it? Shame it don't just get covered up automatically.
It looks like you're gonna have to have some fill dirt in there or something.
Not up here where the. It'll take a little bit, but not much.
Now, them your fence posts there?
They are.
He's got to get that over them fence posts, don't he? That's going to be a problem getting that over the fence.
No.
Not that heavy?
No, plastic one's not. Then the other time we'd be trying to keep it from rolling in the creek. Now we're trying to keep it from rolling in the road.
Where's that road gonna come through here?
Right there. That one's coming out, so we'll have the road.
This will come right in here?
Yep. It just needs dug out a little bit. It's just one creek.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig it out. I'll clean on the edges.
Right.
Dig it all out.
And then we'll
Place
put
it, and then
dirt, rock, and culvert.
you gonna back up?
Yeah. Or you can turn up there in his driveway.
Anyway, I'm close here.
I got to pick up Bubba's package from
Paula's.
Paula's.
It was a bag of dog treats.
Huh?
It's a little bag of dog treats.
Oh.
He's acting like it's some big important speedy
Okay.
something, and it's a bag of 2 bags of dog treats in this big huge box, and it had 2 little bags of dog treats in it.
You've got some stuff coming from Montana too. They're mailing down there.
Yep.
Awesome.
It's
There's another one coming for you. This lady, she's mailing a check out for you, and she's mailing a check out for Mighty Fortress. She's like, I want to give to both. She's like, I don't do any kind of social media, nothing.
Mighty Fortress, what's Mighty Fortress?
Chef.
Oh.
Because she's like, can I talk to your husband? Can I pray with him? I guess one of them did an interview with him, and they're like, he's like, I want to pray with you, and then I want to pray with your husband. So then I put her on the phone. She's like, I don't know how to do any kind of
Electronic.
yes. She said, but I'll mail a check. It's coming from Missouri. And she's so funny. She's like, Missouri.
We got an RV from Missouri last night.
Yeah. So
that's one of the ones we gotta get leveled so the family can move into it.
Yes, and Leah called me from Catholic Charities. It's mailed out tomorrow, and it'll be here within 2 days. It's coming from Charlotte. I got
This group's from Indiana.
No, that group is with Sherry. The Indiana group is in the tent with Chef. They're looking. They asked what we needed. You know, they brought some clothes up for the kids. They brought some cat litter and
you need to interview that group from Indiana.
And little green propane tanks. So I gave some to Marilyn and them that I knew used
Why would
them.
she use a buddy hose?
I don't know.
I mean the adapter hose.
And they brought a couple more buddy hoses up. So we have them. I gave one to Lisa as well.
You always park on that incline.
Because I can't get down the hill.
So I'll text Olivia and tell her we'll come get her
Tell
tomorrow.
her come get tomorrow because we're going to get 3 leveled before the cold tonight for people that...
Okay.
Is Chef going to go get you guys?
Yeah, as soon as they pull out.
Because I was going to say there's a couple with a 5-month-old and then another young lady coming to see you.
Okay.
To vet.
Okay.
That are coming,
And
on their way coming.
That's like, Church of the Cove is like, do you vet these people? Because they got burnt the first RV they gave away. And
they must not went through us then, because they
didn't. They went through.
I'll track them down.
They went with somebody through storm management or something. So he's like, do you vet your people? I said, absolutely. And it's really hard for Patty to say no.
And sometimes
they know what you want to hear.
Yeah.
So I told him sometimes it's really hard to say no, but sometimes you have to. And he says, I 100% agree.
It's hard though. That's when you start getting bashed on social media and everything else that you've taken from people and you're stealing from people when all you actually did is vet them on their honesty and integrity. And they didn't case up.
And when you're trying to protect 100 other people, sometimes you just have to say no. And I would save the whole world if the world would let me. But if you're not going to help yourself, I'm not going to hurt 100 other people to help one.
No, I ain't penalizing 100 to help one.
So, okay.
What's those saying, John? One bad apple will spoil the whole basket.
Yeah.
Unless you get that bad apple out. Because it does it by touching and being around it.
Okay. So, I need Zola to move her car. I can't get the gas tank out until she does.
Is that Zola?
Yeah.
I should just hand you your keys.
Okay. Maybe not me.
Oh, yeah,
she probably hands somebody else the keys.
You gonna go get gas?
Yes.
Here just shortly. You didn't miss it.
Okay, I might go. If you got room to take me.
You can ride with Chef if you want. I'll give him my card.
Okay, I was just gonna film going to get the gas.
Yep.
Are you gonna be able to cook today?
Yeah. That's what he said. He wants to cook today. So if I can put Olivia off till tomorrow, then we can cook.
And I'll have to borrow the truck to go down there and move us RVs around.
That's fine.
I got to put diesel. That's what I should have got Cruz to do, is put diesel in that tractor because he had diesel in his truck in the back of it for the equipment. He broke his equipment already.
Oh, wow.
On that frozen ground.
Oh, wow. Okay.
These green handles, I always question myself because you never know. Green's supposed to be diesel, or it used to be, you know. So, well, we're here at the BP, guys. These guys are friends of Haven on the Hill. They've been very good and generous and gracious to us. And we're at the BP, and we're gonna get about 500 gallons of fuel. And I'm getting a call. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we're here. I'm starting to fill right now.
What's that thing hold?
Yeah, I understand what's there.
What's that thing hold?
560.
Damn.
Yeah, we're here. All right. All right, she gone. I think it hooked to the car. All right. There's 300. That's the first 300. We got a couple more to go.
We're rolling out.
That's 600. We got number 2, guys. That's 600 total. We got a couple more to go. We got to go in and pay 600 at a time. So we'll go in and pay. They'll reset it 2 more times for us, and we'll get another 600 for 1,200 total. Maybe even a little more. All right, number 3. We're up to 900. We're going in one more time. All right, 369. This is 1,200. Gotta wait for her to authorize the pump for us. There she goes. All right, another 300 rolling heavy.
So
we might get one more out of it. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12. We're gonna run 15.
Okay.
And we'll leave a little extra in case we need something else. That'll put us at $1,500 worth of fuel in this tank right here. As soon as we get back on site, we'll pump out 100 gallon immediately for the residents that need to get generator gas going. So as soon as we get back, we'll switch gears. We'll hook up the generator to it, and we'll just go ahead and pump it. Fill up jugs so they can take them back to their RVs and stay nice and toasty tonight. It's gonna be about 2 degrees, they say. All right, guys. Number 4, 3, 6, 9, 1,200 in the tank. We got one more to go. We're gonna get one.
So what did the total come up to?
All right, so it looks like we're at $1,250.
$1,250.
Yeah,
Did that fill the tank up?
Yeah, real close. All but just a couple inches on top.
All right, took an hour and a half, didn't it?
Good hour and a half.
And 9-degree weather, I think.
Yeah, 9 degrees.
Oh, all right.
Pretty cold.
Now we gotta go. You gotta go pump it out, or
No,
somebody
no.
does.
Yeah, someone.
I guess somebody else that you need to cook or something. I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Somebody else can take care of pumping it, probably.
Man, you video recording me? You better get that thing off me.
I'm just messing with you. I was afraid that trailer wasn't gonna come out of here, so I thought it was gonna be frozen ice.
Nah, man. When I moved up here, it was 9 degrees. I had nothing but tank tops and shorts and flip-flops. I'm from Florida.
Oh, yeah.
But I was partially raised up here. Now I was stationed in Camp Lejeune. You got it. Keep coming. Ain't gonna run that yet. It's all
Whew. Cold, cold, cold.
No, it goes to the Leslie gift bank.
So this is when people send you money. What's this? Tell me.
That's the bank for Miss Leslie, and she takes it and runs it through the bank account. Here's some checks I've got to give her tomorrow to deposit, and she takes.
So she's the treasurer of it?
She's the chief financial officer.
Okay. Well, here's some more cash and some cards that was sent, and I try to just get people to send them directly, but that's some stuff I ended up with.
That'll work.
I don't like.
And I'll put it right in there with her, and that way she logs everything in, and that way there's no way somebody's saying this went somewhere where it shouldn't to.
Absolutely perfect. Thank you. Well, that was a job just getting that gas. It took almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then get hooking up a trailer and pulling it. And... All righty. Well, I'm going to let you go spend some time with your grandkids.
Yeah, they got to go home tonight because they'll have school tomorrow.
All right. Well, I'm going to close this video out here in a few minutes.
I've got to go finish watching the first one. I've got halfway through it.
Well, all righty.
So you've done what, 1 or 2?
There'll be 3 altogether. Okay. There'll be one coming out in the morning. It's from yesterday. Then this will be a couple of days from now, probably. So, you got anything you want to say to the people as far as help, what you need? I know you need. Huh?
Thank you.
Thank you for the help, but I mean more help. You need help. You need people with excavators to come that can stay a week or so, right?
Yeah, that can stay a longer period of time. I mean, I appreciate day help or even weekend help helps a lot if they can stay for a couple of days. But one day you get started and then it gets left half finished and somebody else comes behind it.
But you need some excavating work up there where we was today.
Oh, definitely.
So anybody with excavators?
Excavators and skid steers.
Okay. All right, well, we'll put this in the video, and I'll put your number, and they just need to text you
Yep,
in
just
the
tell them to
description.
text me.
All
And
right.
I'll call them back whenever I get a free moment, because you saw how few and far those are.
The phone rings constantly. This is his office. This is where he stays all day long, and that's how he keeps up with stuff. And James, I just want to tell you about it. You're doing a miracle here, and there's nothing else like this that I know of going on, because I don't know how anybody really can handle this as a private citizen.
I tell you, it's trying sometimes, but we do it.
You know, a government agency doing something like this is one thing, but a private citizen taking this on is just.
Well, government agency
I don't know if it's amazing or crazy.
Both. Both.
All right, buddy. I'll let
Thank
you go
you,
spend some time with your grandkids. Bye-bye.
I'll see you next trip. 14th,
Okay.
14th.
I'm going to pull out in the morning.
14th. I mean, you come back 14th.
Oh, yeah, and I'll be back before that, but we're going to do the Valentine's Day.
I know.
All right.
They
see
don't
you.
warn me about the
I'll be here before that to film again here.
All right, we'll just come
All
up
right.
here.
See you.
Hi, man.
All right, guys, I'm going to get ready to close this video out. Just got a few things I want to tell you about. People has came and been getting their gas already since we got back with it. This is very cold. It's going to get to 2 degrees tonight. This will be my 3rd night camping here with them. I wanted to come here and experience what it was like living here, so for 3 days I could see just 3 days of what goes on here. And let me tell you, there's a lot going on trying to get this up and going on its feet. It kind of just sprung up after the 3rd day of the flood, and people started coming with, and trailers started getting donated, and this has turned into the largest refugee camp, the Helena refugee camp, that I know of. There's nowhere that I know of that's even close to doing anything like this. There's some places that's got maybe a dozen or so trailers or hot tents or things like that. Or if there are other places like this, let me know. I'd like to come document and show what they're doing. Also, if you have a setup like this where you're taking people in and taking care of them, I'll come document that. Let me know. If you're doing something to help with the victims and you'd like for me to document it, let me know. Contact me. My email will be in the bottom there, the description of the video. Email me in the description, or the little tagline up the top, or whatever it is. Put Helena, and I'll know that it's not junk mail. And but yeah, Chef here, him and his wife's been here working and helping. They're some of the main support here on the hill. It is a job. I mean, 2 nights from now, this will have to be filled up again. Another $1,250. The generators are so loud. The audio's been really difficult here dealing with trying to record, just because there's about 50 generators running, and they run all night long. A lot of times it quietens down about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning as the generators run out of gas. But yeah, I'd like for you to check out my other videos on Helena. There's a playlist there. There's 2 previous videos from this one that I filmed right here at Haven on the Hill, so make sure to check those out if you've not seen those. And I'd like to say thanks to everybody that contacted me over the last couple of months that had trailers to donate, propane to donate, clothes to donate, food to donate. That's been a great blessing here. The 3 things that they only need, they don't need no more clothes. They've got buildings full of clothes that stacked up everywhere. All the hubs that shut down sent all their clothes to other hubs. But they need propane, they need gasoline, and they need food. Those are 3 things that they're going through on a regular basis here. And so they're going to need those things. I just heard another generator start up over there. Here's my motor home. So yeah, I'm on a hill and I'm sloped, and I had a hard time sleeping last night. I haven't shaved in a few days. No water in there. It's froze, so it won't work. But yeah, this is a miracle for these people to have a place like this, because, you know, for whatever reason, there's multiple reasons, FEMA has not set up any trailers that I have seen anywhere for anybody at this point. They're still just paying for vouchers and motels for most people, and a lot of people end up here that can't get a motel or whatever. And so yeah, thanks to everybody that has helped donate. You know, I get people to email me and say, John, we want to help somewhere, where can we help? I've sent them here, and so a lot of the propane comes in here. They've got generators here. They continually need generators, because these generators are not designed to run 24 hours a day. So they're going down, they're breaking, they're wearing out. They need the oil changed in all of them, I'm sure, right now. That would be a big help to help them last longer. Hopefully power will get here eventually. It's a real struggle right now trying to get anything moving when you're dealing with government agencies, but due to the new governor and different things that got voted on through the state on the tiny houses, now they're available. They're able to put tiny houses out, which is really only a limited time for that. 180 days they're giving them to allow them to live in. I call them tiny houses. They're not tiny houses. You saw the videos there earlier here. They're just a shed to stay warm in. That's better than living in a tent. So yeah, it's been an experience. I'm glad I came, but I'll be glad to go back home, I'll tell you, because this is a struggle living here. It's not easy, but this is all that a lot of these people have, and they're thankful for it. Everybody I've talked to here has been very thankful that James has put his life on hold to help hundreds of people here, and not only helping them, some of the supplies that come into him, they help other hubs that need, other resource centers that need supplies. There's some people here today that needed some stuff, and James fixed them up with what they needed from what they had extra, and I like seeing that. You know, if he's got extra or something and another place needs it, he'll send it to them. And so yeah, there are going to be more videos all year long here being filmed in North Carolina. I'll be doing a lot of stuff in Maggie Valley, showing you places that you can visit in Maggie Valley for tourism, to help the tourism there. So I'll be actually filming a video hopefully in the morning or tomorrow with Commissioner Terry Ramey, showing you a lot of the restaurants and places. We're just going to drive by them. We're not really going to go in any of them right now, but little by little I'm going to come back and document the restaurants and the places you can visit here in Maggie Valley, North Carolina. All the businesses here in Western North Carolina could use some extra tourism right now. So put that on your list. If you want to help, you know, just coming here to visit and spending money with these motels and restaurants is a big help. And if you want to donate to Haven on the Hill, there's going to be information in the link below, or it's in the description below the video. You just got to click on description. If you're watching on a TV, that's hard to do. You'll have to get on a phone, get on there, and you can get the Facebook page for Haven on the Hill, or just search Haven on the Hill on Facebook. You can find it. There's an email address. There's a GoFundMe on there. You know, I came here the first time over 2 months ago, so even though I'm just now filming, I've had a relationship with James, knowing him and working with him for over 2 months now. And at first, when I was here 2 months ago, they had 25 campers. It's over doubled that, and he's got probably 15, 20 more people or families wanting to come here. So it's really grew a lot, and it takes a lot of people to do this, because it's not like everything's in place. Everything has to be put up. The campers have to be set up, leveled, porches or steps built for them. They can use some carpenters here that can come and help build steps, especially as they get phase 2 over on the other property going. They're going to need steps and porches for those tiny homes. They need a lot of help. If you want to come help, boots on the ground, text James. James's phone number is down there in the description. Text him what you're wanting to do, and then He'll get back with you. He gets one call after another call after another call all day long. So it's hard for him just to answer calls when they come in. If he don't get back to you on the text him again. He'll try to get back to you, I'm sure. And yeah, these are quite experience. This has been an experience for me. And I came when I saw that it was going to be down to 2 degrees like it is tonight. I said, I want to come. I'm going to leave my barn dominium where I keep my motorhome. I've lived in my motorhome for 1.5 years, and it's not been bad living in it at all, but I've never lived in it in weather and temperatures like this and with no water. My water's completely froze up. I've been using the propane furnace in there and a buddy heater, and hard to keep it warm at that. And I figured up I'm using about $35 a night in propane to heat my motorhome while I'm here. So yeah, it's not cheap on the propane. I also hear that propane's going to start getting hard to get, and I don't know if it has something to do with all the propane that's being used here in Western North Carolina right now. But yeah, I just want to say thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell, and when new videos come out, you'll be notified. And I'm going to be here all year. I have to go home for a week and come back here for 2 weeks and film. But I'm going to commit to a whole year of being here in Western North Carolina and parts of East Tennessee. I'll be documenting too and showing things like this that's going on, what it's like, the real struggle, the real life situation that you don't really see on the news. I don't really think the news has showed you any place like this, mainstream media. Usually it's just the YouTubers like me that's out here doing this. And yeah, my motorhome is full of mud and it's dirty. And let's see if Angel's in here. Oh, Angel! Oh, she's back there in my bed. She likes laying in my bed. I'm gonna let her out and let her get some dinner. I'm gonna fix me a bologna sandwich. Guys, be praying for all the victims of Western North Carolina. Be praying for James Lunford. He's got a lot on him here, and all of his people that volunteer to work here for free. Pray for them. Pray for me. I'll be praying for you all. My email's in the description also. You can find me there. You can email me. Also, if you want to help support the Appalachian channel itself, if you want to help pay for gas or help on the payment of my motorhome or my travel expenses, there's a link in there for the Appalachian channel also. So guys, thanks for watching another video. I'm John Ward. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.